Hi, I'm Night. I'm Gretchen Toledo from ABS-CBN in the Philippines. Such an honor to interview you. I'm such a big fan.
Thank you
Now,
so much.
watching this film was such a roller coaster ride for me. I was suffocating from the feeling of fear, isolation, and the unknown. I know you want us viewers to use our imagination, but what message did you want to convey to your viewers in Knock at the Cabin?
I mean, I don't really think of it as a message. It's a kind of an aspiration of emotional colors that I want you guys to feel, that I'm feeling as I'm telling the story. And, yes, there's a thrilling quality to it, and your heart beating, and then shock at moments. But there's other things. There's a kind of a philosophy there, and there's clearly an emotion with regard to the family. I think, I'm always drawn to kind of the love of family, and how that's, can get fractured and get tested underneath duress of these situations. So there should be this kind of almost like bouncing of emotions, and it kind of becomes this spinning plates at the end for you guys. That's the hope.
Like what you mentioned, aside from the elements of home intrusion, survival, and the apocalypse, I felt that it was also a strong love story and a more representation for the openness of LGBT.
I didn't really think anything about that. It's really interesting. That's kind of the beauty of the movie. It just, um, you know, I saw my feelings in there. I could empathize so much. What's really interesting is that, the love that I feel in my life, I could see it in this couple, and I really didn't think anything of other than that. It was really weird. All I saw was their feeling for each other. So in that way, it was kind of beautiful.
Dave was so thankful for the opportunity that gave him in this film. He got to show his versatility and range as an actor. Was he your first choice when you casted him for the role of Leonard?
Yeah, he was the first choice, the second choice, the only choice. It was just Dave. That was that, I was like, how many giants are there in the world that can emote and be this complicated and be so fragile and be so, expose themselves? And there was just only Dave. So if I didn't cast Dave, I would have had to think of the character very differently.
Yeah, because he was like this, am I going to believe that he's a gentle giant or he's a killer? So there was
Yeah.
this confusion for me as well. Now, Rupert and Nikki also star in your other works. How was it like working with them again?
They're such lovely people. I think as I've gotten to this ripe old age, I have a very kind of sensitivity about being around healthy people, that I get affected by people really quickly. And I'm best when I'm around just the most open-hearted people. And Nikki and Rupert are those people. They're just the kindest human beings, and they're brilliant actors. So I get all of the positives about being with a great human being, and all of the positives of being with a world-class actor. I mean, it's just a win-win.
And lastly, I just wanted to ask you, with all the films that you've made, what is your greatest fear?
I think it's about family. Ultimately, you see me going through machinations of worrying about the family. But I think also, when I think about the positive, the wish fulfillment stuff in my movies, it's peak characters that are realizing that they're a part of something larger. So maybe the fear that we're not important is a primal thing, or that I'm not, I don't have anything important to offer people, that, is something that probably is a deep fear of mine. So I do the opposite.
M. Night, such a pleasure and all the best for this film. I hope viewers would love it as much as I did. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Hi there. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
You have to come inside right now. There were 4 of them.
What did we say? You shouldn't make things up when we're talking about...
Can you open the door, please?
They're breaking in! I've got you, baby.
We're not here to hurt you, but you have to stay here in the cabin with us. Families throughout history have been chosen to make this decision. Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the three of you to prevent the apocalypse.
We're not sacrificing anyone.
For every no you give us, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die.
It's really happening.
Sweetheart, close your eyes.
Will you make a choice?
You have to somehow trust us.
We're normal people just like you.
It doesn't matter. None of us believe you.
We will never choose anyone.
When? I'm afraid the rule is that no one's allowed to leave until you choose.
Do you really think it's all just a coincidence?
I have to believe that.
My son is gonna die. His name is Charlie.
As a mother,
I am begging you.
You're the only one who can stop this.
Andrew, I saw something. There was something in the light. And I feel it now.
I'm taking my family and I'm leaving.
If you fail to choose, the world will perish.
We've been given the chance to decide the fate of everyone.
Time's running out on the world.
I'm scared.
There is nothing more flawed and perfect in this world than our family.
Please make a choice.
Always together.
Always together.
I will ask for the last time. Will you make a choice?